Hello, Namaskar. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Arnab Mitra. If you have been following my YouTube videos, you have probably heard like I make videos for mechanical engineers from India who are trying to get an admit into a German public university in both English taught program and German taught programs. So if you're planning to study in Germany in a German taught program, you probably heard of a test called TestDAF. In TestDAF, there are four sections: reading, listening, writing, and speaking. And uh, you, you, you get grades from 3 onwards till 5. In this video, I'm going to share about my experience with TestDAF and how I managed to get 4 in all of the sections, which is enough for getting an admit into all the good universities like technician universities or TU9s in Germany, and also obviously the other Hochschule and Fachhochschule in Germany. So, if you're interested in finding out more about my journey and the challenges that I faced while studying and preparing for TestDAF, stay tuned and watch till the end. TestDAF is a test that tests your German proficiency from the level of B2 till C1. Uh, so, in order to pass TestDAF with 4 grade in all sections, you need to have a level of B 2.2 plus like till almost C 1.1. If you want to know more about the language grading in Common European Framework or CEFR, then you can watch another video that I have made on the topic, and there I have explained in details like what these levels are. And so carrying forward, so like I started learning German at A1 level back in February 2023. So I started from the scratch like many other students who are trying to learn German. But in the beginning, it was a bit daunting. Like German is probably not one of the easiest language to learn. Great personalities have said like life is too short to learn German. But I can assure you, like, if you are an engineer and you like mathematics and orders in things, you will find German to be a pretty logical language. There is a fixed set of rules that binds the language, and you can work. So, like, I have checked like different language learning options, but due to due to my financial condition, like I have not been able to like avail many teaching options. So what I did, what my thought process was, like there are many free language learning resources across the internet. So most widely used platform, which is YouTube, provides like tons and tons and hours of materials if you want to learn German. So the most important thing I would like to say in the beginning of the video is the crucial thing to progress in your German learning is your persistence and your dedication. So you should be like dedicated for at least more than 6 months in your German learning to be able to reach B2 plus level in and like successfully clear test stuff. And I can assure you it's not easy. Uh, like maintaining that level of concentration. Like there will be many hardships in your way, there will be many distractions and many family obligations, uh, like which may distract you and may um, like hamper your learning curve. But like you have to soldier on and like try to make best of the situation. Like in this video I'm going to share about my personal experiences and my hardships that I faced, like trying to prepare alone, like without help of any tutor or anything. um, like I hope you'll find the tips interesting. So the most important thing for learning learning German language would be your a computer and your internet, like through which, or any other device through which you can access YouTube and access all the learning materials. If you want to learn from A1 till B1, like I have made a video like where you can get like free resources to study German, but I will go over that in short over here. So what Germany does is, through the help of a very wonderful website from Deutsche Welle, like there is a course called Nico's Weg. So it describes like a beginner in German language journey like us, called Nico, who is learning German in a very tough situation because he goes to Germany and he's learning German by staying with the German. Yeah, but you don't have to face that hardship. You can learn with that course sitting at the comfort of your home. And they have detailed videos and like listening, reading and writing, mostly listening, reading, and some speaking exercises and also some writing exercises that will take you from level A1 to B1. After B1, Deutsche Welle website doesn't provide, I won't say like least valuable resources, but there are some valuable resources over there. Like for B2 level, there is an option to listen to German news, but like slowly, in a slow pace, slow tempo. It's called langsam gesprochene Nachrichten. So that's the one of the tools that you can use to improve your listening skill, which will be very crucial in your TestDAF. There you can listen to different audio files on different topics of the day. And what I did was, I tried to note down different words that I didn't know before that day, and find out its meaning. And I used to maintain a notebook and write it down, the English translation. And so if it's a noun, like it's very, from the very beginning in your German learning journey, you should always keep a note of the article, like der, die or das. Yeah. So for learning from B2 till like almost C1, like I used the resource like of Aspect Neu. So these books, along with the workbook and the Arbeit book, they are really good resources. I mean, you don't really have to go through entirety of C1 to clear test stuff, even though like the test says on the cover it's from B2 to C1, because you really don't need 5 in all sections. Getting 4 is the absolute uh, like the best thing that you can do, because like anyways learning, getting highest marks in TestDAF doesn't mean that you will be able to speak at like the native level when you're in Germany, or anything like that, but it gets you through the door. So in my opinion, as an engineer, like whatever gets you through the door is enough. So what you need to do, even if you learn till C1, that you should take time to study the test format and how to solve the questions in TestDAF. So TestDAF, at least like in TestDAF, there are two different modes of exam. One is paper based and one is online based, internet based. So paper based test has a set format that has been going on since forever. What do I mean by that? I mean, in TestDAF, like at least for paper based test, the type of questions, so in hearing, reading, and writing and speaking, like in all four sections, the number of questions are fixed. And specifically, what's most helpful, that makes the paper based TestDAF most lucrative, is the speaking section and the writing section. In the writing section, there will be a graphic Beschreibung, which is describing a statistical graphic, and also in the end, like describing the Vorteil and Nachteil, which are advantage and disadvantage of a particular statement. And maybe there will be a question like, what is the situation like in your country? So you have to talk about like, what's the situation like in India if you're watching this video from India. And for speaking also, like there will be 7 questions, and out of which like 2 questions, one for TDN4 and one for TDN5 most likely. So they will be about graphic Beschreibung. Like TDN5 is a bit more detailed and involved. So what you need to do, you need to check out a book that I will suggest somewhere in the screen. It's called Mit Erfolg TestDAF, and another is that the one that I personally use was Prüfungstraining TestDAF. It's a wonderful book that describes all the sections and all the questions in details. And plus, there are other materials on YouTube that you can use. I can, like, you can take example from me. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best student, but you can take example from my story, is that you don't need a tutor at all to pass TestDAF. What you need is like for speaking section, what you need is the recording software on your phone. So on your phone, you can record yourself speaking. Like you can try like mock test, like you can set a timer and like try to answer the questions, at least for the speaking section, and like listen to them afterwards and find out like whether they're good or not. And once you are there at that level and you have listened to enough videos on YouTube or on Deutsche Welle and done the listening section thoroughly, you will be able to find out whether your fluency or whether you're pronouncing things correctly or your grammar is right or wrong. Trust me, like language is not rocket science. There is a set format and set limit of vocabulary that you can use to answer a particular questions. Like it's not that hard. I mean, German is hard, but like it takes your dedication and your perseverance, like through a particular amount of time to get to a particular level. Pardon me for all the noise in this video. Yeah, it's a very noisy time at this time in India. Yeah. So carrying on with my story, like I started learning German back in Feb 2023, and that's when I decided like I need to go to Germany. My initial thought was like, yeah, let's learn German. It will be helpful if I go to a different country. But like after watching different videos on YouTube by big YouTubers, you probably know their names if you're watching this video. Yeah, they have said like, yeah, yeah, getting into a German program is much more advantageous in the long run. So yeah, that's when the grind started, so to say, till B2. Yeah, I mean, like it has been a very tough journey, like, and I mean, I had many, uh, how to say, like hindrances. Like my father was ill and he passed away right after I took the exam, and he was hospitalized while I was in the exam. Like I was taking the exam. Yeah. So like mentally, like it was absolutely draining. And the biggest problem is, I am from West Bengal, Kolkata, but like there is no TestDAF center in eastern part of India. Like at least in Calcutta, or which is very strange because they have a Goethe center in Kolkata, but no TestDAF center. So I had to travel to Delhi to take the TestDAF, because that was the like first paper-based test of the year, and that was the first date in 2024, and I took it. So my experience going to Delhi TestDAF Center was pretty straightforward. So I took the flight from Kolkata and landed in Delhi, and I took my test next day at Goethe Institute, New Delhi. Overall, the ambience and everything, the setup at the center was good, but like for the speaking test or the mündliche Ausdruck, everyone sits in the same room and they have like their own terminals, and everyone starts speaking at the same time. So it's really difficult to concentrate and answer your prompts for the exam. So one should keep that in mind. I mean, yeah, it's one thing practicing alone in a quiet room, and it's totally different thing practicing like speaking with 10 other people shouting into their mic at the same time. But like what worked for me is like closing my eyes and going through the flow of the questions and just saying whatever I know, and like stopping before I say too much and make too many mistakes. So keep that in mind and be precise and concise about your answers, and you'll do well with the speaking section. I know it's one of the most daunting section, but yeah, that's how you can get through it. Other than that, listening section is the other thing that troubles me. But luckily on that day, the PA system or the sound system that they use to play the recording worked properly. So yeah, I could solve the questions. So that's it. If you have any other further questions, feel free to comment down in the comment section, or if you enjoy watching my videos, you can click on other videos that will show up on your screen about now. Until the next video, thank you. Bye.